Hey, I'm back. I don't know how I don't know how I accidentally ended my other live stream, but that's what I'm saying. I have to keep things really light. Hey guys, I'm back. I accidentally ended my live stream, so I was like, okay, I'm just gonna come live real quick and chill with you guys really quickly. Um, I have a little bit of time on my hands because my kid is on spring break. But listen, for those of you that are new to me and that's new to my channel and stuff like that, welcome. Anything Chakra King Black, I don't know what happened, but I accidentally ended my last live stream and oh, hold on for a second, y'all. How did he get that? Can you give her back to me? She's not acting right. Hold on, y'all. She got mute. This puppy is tripping. Great. Oh no. Thank you. Oh, you can't shut it too much because I'm on the internet.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's good right there. Oh, okay, I don't know. Thank you. Hi, South Texas, Chakra King Black. I'm back. Hey, Tut. Did I say your name right? Tut or Toot? Tut. Okay. I feel a little bit more relaxed. Hey, King. How are you? Did I say two? Tut 3. How are you guys? How are you guys doing? So yeah, it's been a heck of a day. It's been a heck of a day. And I want to talk to you. I was trying to do this stream vertically and I accidentally ended it. So we just gonna have to talk right here. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, then I'm just gonna walk you guys through it. I had a conversation earlier on ODS live stream. All right. If you don't know people involved, don't worry about it. It don't matter. And I was still feeling some kind of way about the conversation with Pizarro. I don't care. Hey, Joy. How you doing, Joy? I don't care that people take parts of my commentary and try to twist it. But what I do care about is when you try to rewrite my story and rewrite my history. And by me correcting a lie, it shouldn't be all this other stuff. So over in ODS is trying to vent, you know, I felt like it was a healthy exchange at first, but as I'm sharing my baptism story, Shocker Key, as I'm sharing my story of my baptism, and you know what? If I want to talk about my recovery every day, that's my business to do. So I don't go telling y'all what to talk about. You're not going to tell me what to talk about. But does that mean for other people to try to exploit that for a coin? No. I'm telling you guys about what I went through in life and how I came on the other side of it. Now, I can't even talk about being dumped in the ocean without people trying to relay that to my relationship, whether I have one or not. And I find that just pathetic. I find it pathetic, pitiful, lame, and all those kind of things. But I already know what it gives. And when somebody is just a chaos demon, that's what they're gonna do. Now, as I'm over there talking to ODS and trying to vent, there's a lot of people trying to jump in it, trying to talk about CPS and me not having my kids and trying to just do the most. So that's how I know. Hey, Irby, that's how I know that I am on the right track. Because all those demons, as I'm talking about my baptism, oh my goodness, the demons came out, didn't they? To try to put me in some mess when I wasn't even referring to anyone at all. I'm the one that brought up the cruise. The cruise was brought up on another platform. I'm like, well, if you guys want to talk about the cruise, let me tell you about something good that happened on the cruise. Okay. Let's start there. But as I'm speaking about something that was said in this, wait, I think I'm frozen again. Am I frozen? I think my computer froze. I don't know. As I'm speaking, I'm over in audience chat. There was a lot of people that wanted to jump in that conversation. A lot of people wanting to talk about CPS and my kids. Y'all can clearly, can y'all hear me? Here, and see my kids with me all the time, all the time. Okay, and they were really trying to piss somebody off and get under their skin, and it just wasn't working. So that's how I know I'm on the right track doing what I need to do. Hang on, y'all. Let me check this out real quick, because y'all know my internet is. Can y'all hear me now? Dang, my internet is trash. It's so bad. I don't get it. I feel like I'm struggling. I'm gonna have to fix this week. I am so sorry. This is so bad, but um this is really the only way I can connect with y'all, unless I hit somebody else's link. But I can't talk. Everybody must jump down a person's throat. Can y'all hear me now or no? What's the last thing y'all could hear? I don't even know what happened to the last stream. What last stream? Okay. So I don't know. I don't know. Again, I'm sorry. I don't even know the last thing y'all could hear. So um I have 3. You can hear me. Logical thoughts. Thank you. Y'all just be patient with me. I'm gonna get it together. You guys know I just got into this house and it's coming along. I think that I'll be able to show you guys the house soon and cook for you guys and all that stuff. But it's hard to move. It's hard. And so where I live is enclosed, right? It's just enclosed. I live like surrounded by mountains, and my internet signal is not that great. So it's been really hard for me to like share with you guys. I don't know if one of you could tell me the last thing you heard, so I'm not repeating myself, or else maybe it wasn't meant to be. Maybe what I was about to share is not meant to be, and I should just let it go. I guess I'll have to let it go, right? That's so I wanted to get some stuff off my chest, but I don't think that's gonna happen. So we're gonna have to have a different chat tonight. The cruise was the last thing I was talking about? Okay. All right. I'll just trash this stream after. I was talking about the cruise and the baptism and stuff like that. I'm not sure how I even got on that subject the other day, but I did. And then this whole thing about me being dumped by somebody came up, and I was only trying to clear up the lie. And as I was clearing up the lie, all these other things came out. And as I was having this conversation over an ODS, it's like, wait a minute. So Pizarro said she had a string that she was going to play a clip. She played the clip, and you could clearly see that I was talking about a situation that happened. It had nothing to do with anybody else. And instead of just apologizing, instead of just saying, you know what, my bad, it goes into this whole thing about my kids, about CPS and all kinds of things. And people will try to bring up the most painful memories. But let me tell you guys something. I'm already past it. Is that what's wrong with them? You can't get to me that way. You can't call CPS on me. You can't get my kids taken away. You can't do any of those things. I already got through all that stuff. And if I want to come over here and share about things that I went through, then those are going to be things that I talk about. And it doesn't matter who doesn't like it. It has nothing to do with anybody else. It's not me talking about my past or stuff like that. But my past is my commentary. I'm in recovery. That's it. This is what life looks like. That's why I take a lot of vacations. That's why I if I don't like something, I say it. I don't like it, but I say it in my own space. I don't go telling people what to talk about and what not to talk about. But if you repeat my story wrong, I have every right to come back and say, no, that's not quite accurate. As far as relationships and things like that, I do feel that people need to keep their lives more private. My life, you guys do not know who I'm dating, if I'm dating, and you never did in the beginning. If you think back to that situation that happened, I am not the one that brought my relationship to YouTube. I'm not. Hi, Tisa. Hi, how are you doing? My internet's not great. I'm not going to hold you. So I might cut out at any time. How are you doing? Cutting edge. I'm well. I'm not the one that brought my relationship to YouTube. No one knew that I was seeing anybody, right? It was no. But somebody else decided to interfere, got their feelings hurt, and it played all over online. And that's just what it is. Am I still worried about it today? No. I have moved on. And when I'm done with someone or commentary or a person, I just nothing them. There's nothing for me to defend. There is nothing for me to talk about. If I was still doing the same things today, then I could see people being upset. I don't even talk about the same things today. No, I've moved on. I feel like I've done the work, and I'm not trying to say that, oh, you got to pat me on the back. That's not what I'm talking about. But what I'm talking about is that I have really, really thought about a lot of stuff. My political views are not the same as they used to be. In a lot of ways, a lot of the things that I used to think was normal to do is not the same. But I'm not going to spend hours online trying to convince people of things like that. I'm not. I can't. I wasn't. So when I was talking about the baptism, it was because I was talking about a change that happened in my life. And I kid you not, ever since that baptism, I haven't even been able to, just things have changed. A lot of people say, oh, I found God or I found Jesus when they end up locked up in jail or in trouble. I wasn't in any of those situations. I was in Miami and enjoying the beach. And it happened. So for somebody to try to take that story and to make it into something it's not, I can't play with you demons. You can't play with demons because you'll get burned. They'll mess up your life. They don't care. You can't mix you can do it to whatever you want. I'm talking about myself. Your company. I have evolved logical thoughts. And I'm really grateful for that. I'm grateful for the peace that I have in my life now. And if I come and say, wait a minute, you spoke incorrectly, that's not correct. That's not because I'm trying to pick at you. It's just because I'm saying that's not what happened. This is what happened. But I can't stay there with you. I can't. And when I'm thinking about it now, girl, thank you, Tisa. I can think about all the mistakes I've made publicly. And you can't, but then I would feel like giving up. I can't give up because I have my kids that needs me to be here. And I feel that there's a lot of other people that need me to be here. Some people that have been through things and that's kind of tired of the content creator BS, the influencer BS, and they want something real. Well, I'll definitely give you something real because there is no faking what I've been through on this app. That's why I'm not out here doxing. You can't say I've doxed anyone out here. You can't say that I know I'm not trying to do those things. Now I'm not saying that I am perfect because I have a long ways to go. But I'm not saying I haven't made mistakes. But what I am saying is that the things that I used to do, am I gonna fly somewhere to meet someone? Am I gonna allow people to come into my private space? No. And if friendships don't work out, I cut them off. There's no closure. My closure is our last conversation. So that's why some people walk around upset. And I just feel that if more people chose what to respond to pick and choose their battles better, they wouldn't be so stressed out. YouTube should not have you so stressed out to where you're not taking care of your family or the people in your real life. I went through the same journey in 2024. My whole outlook is different. Tisa, I wonder, yeah, I get you. And it does. And when you really go through something, Tisa, it's like you can't go back. It doesn't feel good to go back. I think that, okay, I'll take myself for example. Like when I first was starting to change, right? And I was feeling like, hang on, I got something in my pocket. I was feeling like things just weren't quite working out. Relationships weren't working out. Friendships weren't working out. Every time I would go backwards and go back into the same mess, like it would be hard to do at first, but then it got easier and easier until you just stay back there because everybody wants something that's familiar and comfortable. But once I decided, you know what, this isn't for me anymore, that's when the change happened. Now, I'm sorry that I keep bringing up this baptism, but that was really when I had the strength to say enough. Because it's easy to change for a few days, a couple days. But you guys, I've been on this journey for 3 years almost. All right. And it feels good. I don't post pictures out because I want you guys to admire my life. I post pictures because this is life in recovery. This is life when you say, you know what? I got to clean up the garbage, get rid of the toxic people, okay? Because I had a lot of toxicity. Let me use a word I can say. I had a lot of toxic things around me, and it wasn't good for me, and it didn't feel good. And I feel like a lot of people didn't really get to know me and what I stand for. And I can't express enough that if you met me a few years ago, you really was just getting a shell of me. You wasn't really getting Nicole, because I struggled with substances. That's my story. I struggled. But it wasn't that I woke up and decided to use. There was a lot of pain and a lot of self-medicating. But a lot of people use drugs, food, shopping, gambling. A lot of people are self-medicating, but for some reason when it comes to substances, people want to stigmatize that and praise another drug, like whatever it is that a person is addicted to. It could be alcohol, it could be whatever, and one addiction is not better than another. I chose a dangerous one, but the fact that I'm still here means that I'm supposed to be here, because you know what, I could be gone, unalive, 6 feet under, and I have to walk with my head held high. Not that I'm better than anyone, because I'm not, but they darn sure aren't better than me either. In the end, you realize there's one person you need to depend on, and it's yourself. Logical thoughts, absolutely. Just MU, Nicole. And it was lonely for a while until that experience in the beach in Miami. And I haven't felt more secure since. I haven't felt more calm since. And when I say I got dumped in the ocean, I say it like that because that's what it felt like. It felt like I was in the middle somewhere and it just, bam, that's what happened. It took a major car accident to really put things in perspective for my life. I'm grateful for life. Wow. I'm glad that you're okay. Is that like when you took the break from YouTube? You don't have to say, but I'm glad that you're doing okay. Prayers. And my message isn't going to be popular or entertaining. But I gotta lose my kids to be entertaining, be in beefs to be entertaining, fight with people to be entertaining. No, thank you. I'm more of a blogger. I'd rather just blog my day, hike in the mountains, go swimming, do those kind of things. Tisa, I was in a car accident before. I can't remember the year. I might have been before I got heavy into drugs. And that was one of the scariest things you could go through. So I'm glad that you came out of that okay. Because you can get PTSD from that. You know, I have this trip plan where I just need some time. I need a few days to get myself together and I think about. I feel like I'm together, but I have a few days to. I'm taking my Bible. The more I read this Bible, the more I read the Bible, I'm like, all this stuff is in there telling you how to live your life the right way. I don't know, you guys. I really enjoy it. I just enjoy it. So I'm gonna go somewhere, take my Bible, take my camera, and just relax and film. I need a vacation. I don't have the desire to be in the midst of mess. Neither do I. Because it really affects. Hey Daniel, it affects your health. It just affects you. And when you see, for some people it's like, okay, they're the ones that's gonna profit from you. They're gonna fight with you, profit from you, exploit you, use your story. You're gonna be fighting everyone, and really it's just something created, and it's not gonna benefit you, but it's gonna cause you a lot of stress and a lot of headaches. I'm not trying to do that anymore. Right now I'm truly living my soft life. And I really think that when you get to a certain age and you've been through stuff, then you just want more. Okay, I want to be healthy. I want my brain to heal. My brain is doing well. And I want meaningful relationships. I don't want to speak to people on the phone or in my personal life that I can't get anything from. Like, and I'm not talking about money. I'm talking about like, I'm looking for like fulfilling relationships, or I'd rather just be by myself in my space, me and my puppies, and it's peaceful. That's right. What kind of puppy? Y'all see my little poodle? She's getting ready to go to puppy school. I hear my son laughing, yelling at her. Clicks and views, the root of all evil. Logical thoughts. A lot of these beasts are so fake. Like this one that I was just in, with somebody upset with me. You know, it's just for some. Everybody's just looking for the next best thing. Like, what can we fight about? What I'm not into that anymore. I did that for what, 2 years? But at the end of it, what do you have? I just need my peace, my energy, and those kind of things. And I really don't want to share that with anyone. I have my 3-year sobriety birthday coming up, which is part of the reason I'm taking this trip in a couple weeks in May, right? Because my sobriety birthday is May 21st. And I want to sit down and figure out a better way to kind of convey the things that I'm saying, maybe do better videos and put it together for people. Because when I tell you that I survived not just addiction, depression, the need to, I don't need people in my life validating me or anything like that. And I never really thought that I needed that, but I was definitely a people pleaser, and I was someone that wanted to make other people happy. The problem is other people are not grateful, and other people will take you for granted the more you extend yourself. So you just have to focus on those that. I love helping people out. I'm not gonna hold you. I do. That makes me feel good. But it has to be the right people. If I see somebody in need, I can't just turn my back on them. But that's my love language. But I'm not accessible anymore. A pocketbook is closed, and some people don't really get that. Now this is gonna sound corny, but I wanted to put some scriptures together for y'all and share it. But my Bible is the King James Version, and I have to get the New King James Version because I'm having problems understanding it all. But I've definitely been getting a lot from the Bible. Oh, you got two Shih Tzus? I love it. I love it. And that's how you spell it. I didn't know. I learned something new. Once we get older, we want better. We do. And I think that, so when you guys see a lot of older people fighting online, especially with much younger people, and I feel like that's how a lot of them are getting their validation instead of getting it in their actual life. Because one thing I see with some people, and I'm not judging at all, but they're fighting with a bunch of health problems. They are. So I'm thinking that the internet is an addiction like everything else. You turn it on and then you feel this high and you feel like you're on top of the world, and you're just you have this imposter syndrome that you're showing off, right? Because when you turn it off, you're depressed. You're miserable. Your lights aren't on and your health is failing because you can only fight and be so much. Y'all know what happens. Stress is like one of our biggest killers, right? It just is. And so you should want better as you get older because you realize you don't have as much time as what you used to have. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you. So did you. You just quiet. Rob, I do want to know, Rob, are you the one whose channel I just subscribed to? Are you going to tell us about your channel? So like, yeah, if you want, you can. I'm with you on that. Oh, wow. That's my anniversary and my baby's birthday. I'm proud of you. Oh, congratulations, Lakendra. How do I feel after 3 years of sobriety? I was trying to think about other things to talk about on this channel and where I wanted to go. Y'all know I'm into politics, but my views on politics have changed. So since I did the protest, I didn't do the protest because I'm Democrat. I think we all know my political views as far as that goes, but a lot of the things in my ideologies have changed after hanging around a certain group of people. Just because I'm Republican does not mean I will vote Republican if the best person is not in office. With that being said, let me go back to what I was going to say before. Yep, Aaron knows me. Okay, I'm here listening to bushes. I can't. I can't be an elder beefing online with strangers. That's goofy. It's goofy, and when you think about, like, as I've been out networking, I'm like, what if somebody sees this channel? I had to get rid of a lot of videos, but it is goofy T. So it's like you be beef with a bunch of people that don't care about you, okay? And what do you get out of it? It's like you don't know these people. These people don't matter to you. They don't know you. They don't know the things that you've been through. And I'm gonna tell y'all what. There's people, and please don't take what I'm saying the wrong way. There's people that, I mean, I came through addiction, depression, suicidal thoughts, and things like that. And I say the word because I'm not saying the word because of the algorithm purposes. And people don't know when I go outside, I'm so careful with my stress levels and keeping myself calm because I don't want to look like what I've been through. I want to just blend in with everybody else. And so I'm really careful with my body. But if you're on here stressing out and letting other people stress you out, people just want to take from you and drain your energy. It's going to show in your face and it's going to show in your body. Guys, I don't think guys worry about stuff like that. But as women, I believe, I can't speak for guys, but stress affects us in a different way. That's why I work out. That's why, I'm careful not to do a lot of the things, and I'm careful about what I put in my body. Hey, Bevan. I know I came to your channel for peace. Thank yourself for that. Look, Kendra, you know what? I have to say this. So when I started my channel, I didn't start it to beef and a fight with people. I know that it evolved into that later, and I apologize. But there would be days I would be so stressed out on the live stream. I would wake up and I would feel so heavy. And then I would be in all kinds of beefs that I didn't even know about. My name, some of y'all remember, was in everybody's title, right? People that like me, like, I'm sick of MU. It was everywhere. And it was just because I was living my life and I was addicted to a substance. I'm not making excuses for myself, but I am telling you that I wasn't in my right mind. And I was just doing a lot of things. And a lot of people came into my life during that time. It's very chaotic. So after these few years, because I'm so tired and I'm so drained, I'm not going back to that. I need the peace. I need the quietness of the space to just be able to talk to you guys, to be able to be vulnerable with you guys. Maybe sometimes when my internet is better, I'll bring you guys some court cases that I've been following, right? Especially this Carmelo Anthony thing. That case is on my heart, and other stuff, not just that one. But I don't want to fight with you guys. I'd much rather come here and say, you know what? Y'all okay? I'm still here. We'll make it another day. Rob is a stand-up guy. Nicole, he's good people. I subscribe to his channel, Aaron. He sounds like good people. I go to my family ranch on the weekends. They have little to no reception and just find peace amongst animals. Oh, that sounds like heaven. That sounds like heaven. I gotta get closer to you guys. Somebody sent me an email or sent me a message and asked me to not mention my addiction and not talk about things like that. Now, I don't believe once an addict, always an addict. And you guys can disagree with me. I don't believe like that. I don't believe that, but I do feel it is a big part of my story. And I share it a lot because of the transformation and because I'm not there anymore. And I have to incorporate in my story the Christian part of it now, to where, because that's where my peace is coming from, that's where my strength is coming from. But I feel that has given me strength, because if I can overcome that, I honestly feel that I can get through a lot of stuff. I still have people that try to distract me and throw my past in my face, try to intimidate me or put fear in me and try to stop me from speaking my truth in my piece. But this is my space to speak about whatever I want, and I'm going to keep speaking about it because it's very difficult to quit something. Try quitting anything that has you stuck. Okay, try cutting out sugar. I'm still trying to cut sugar out of my life, and just see how hard it is. But I chose to do it, and it's been better. It's been better. Think about when I used to come online. I think about when I used to come online and I look at some of these videos that I'm just wearing like I don't know what I'm wearing, like hardly anything. I'm like, why? Why did I need to do that? Well, why did I need to talk to so-and-so? Why did I need to be friends so-and-so when I didn't? I didn't. Why did I give so much of myself away, all in hopes that somebody could see the good in me, when all along I didn't need anybody to see the good in me? I should have seen it in myself. And sometimes we're looking in the wrong places for answers when we already have the answers. It's right in front of our face. I would much rather be with my kids, no offense to you guys, I love you guys, than to turn on the internet and entertain a bunch of you guys that I don't know. So what I do, one of the reasons I come on so late is because all day I'm with my family. I'm working. I got to come home and cook. I got to do laundry, all kinds of crazy stuff I never used to do. I never used to do that stuff. I didn't work. I didn't do anything. And then the end of my day, I'm like, dang, I just made it through another day. I woke up. Hey, Snapping Turtle. I woke up. Hey, Snapping Tortuga. Did you just come back? You got 2 accounts, one in English and one in Spanish? Okay, how you doing? So I'm like, I woke up and I'm still here and I'm doing it. And even if I don't have anything to talk to y'all about, I just want to laugh with you guys and smile and have a good time. I'm not going to fight with you guys. Well, you know, I might have to express myself. And sometimes things get a little heated, but I'm not trying to do all that. There's many different addictions. A lot of folks among these sectors are addicted to drama. They don't realize that's an addiction. That's true. That's true. can't turn it off. You feel like things are boring when everybody's getting along and it's peaceful, and it will just suck the life out of you. It's so draining. And when you think about it, there's really a small group. I mean, to them, they don't think it's a small group. But when you look at YouTube overall, a lot of people aren't really into that. And it's cool if you are into it. I'm not going to lie. I like a healthy roast and a gag sometimes. But the problem is it doesn't stay online, because now you have the doxing where people want to call your jobs, get you fired, call CPS, drag kids. I don't know how an adult would want to drag a child. I just don't. And it's just insane. But that's what's happening, and people are becoming desensitized. Oh, thank you, Snapping Turtle. People are becoming desensitized to things, and they think that these things are normal, and they're just not. They're just not. But I really, really came live just to chat with you guys, talk with you guys, laugh with you guys, and just say that that conversation I had earlier was disappointing. And as I got to express myself over there on that platform, and I realized that all these people, while I'm trying to say, wait a minute, I'm talking about my baptism, not some guy. The whole fact that these people are trying to just look at this, or look at your kids, or these people, your ex is called CPS, and none of those things had anything to do with what I was talking about. None of it. But why do we feel the need to try to hurt somebody else? Why? Does it make us feel better about somebody else? Am I going to wake up tomorrow and think about what these people have said? I have learned to just shut it off. Turn it off. To not let people's words get to me, because their words would only hurt me if I was still doing the same things, and I'm not. Okay, I'm not. And I guess I think about how dark that period was, and I don't wish to go back there. And the only way I can stay here present is by not letting the outside noise get to me, and just coming here and focusing on my goal. And as I'm getting closer to my 3-year milestone, I find it's just the same way when I hit my 2-year milestone and my 1-year milestone. There was a lot of challenges before I got there. A lot of I want to fight sometimes, and I can't. I'm coming on YouTube now to listen to stories. They have a bunch of channels that just tell stories, and it's so entertaining. Just listen and not have to type. Yeah, I was listening to a lot. Oh my God, what is this? What was this lady going through? I've been listening to some crazy stuff because I've been meeting people through this community. I was listening to one lady. Y'all might know her. I can't think of her name, but she talks about how she caught the 3-letter word. Y'all know what I'm saying? How she caught that disease, how she's dealing with it. She has a pretty big channel. She makes commentary about what is it like. Like, I think she's engaged now, and she had to tell her fiance that she has the virus. And I think he still chose her. So those kind of channels, I love hearing how other people are overcoming stuff. And that's a really good channel. I'll listen to a lot of prison stories, recovery stories. I have to stick with the recovery stories because it gives me hope. Like, and I want to know, how do other people. I got the recovery part down without using, but it's the, okay, you got to piece your life back together with all that. Logical Thoughts said, because they have been successful at hurting you in the past, and they will always try to hurt you. Yeah, Logical Thoughts. And that's the sad thing. And they were successful at it because I cared about my image. No, but what's good with you? How's school? I cared about what people thought about me, and I can't. The very fact that even if it's just 8 of you, 10 of you, 20 of you that still rock with me after knowing that some people, and they have every right to not like somebody that has used, substances. They do. Because they've been hurt by people that were addicted. But I'm hoping that I can show people that we do change, and that we can put our life back together. Now, what I do appreciate are ones that kind of stayed on the outside and watched me through this roller coaster ride and stood back. And then after you can see that, wait, I'm serious about this change, that then you guys came around. I really can appreciate that. And I hope that you will know that if I could do it, your family members can do it. You'll ask me questions. You can ask me very difficult questions about it. I will tell you, my life has been pretty out there, right? And if it can help somebody else, I'll talk to you about some of the things that I've been through, why I made some choices that I did, especially when it comes to the adult world and stuff like that. I don't mind sharing those things with you because I know that some people need to hear it, and some people don't know how to process their own pain and things that they've been through. But I can tell you that there's another way. And if you've done things, like one of the things for me is my skin was always a big deal, because if you know anything about, I don't like saying the drug anymore. Y'all know the drug. It tears you up from the inside, and it's so damaging to your body. It's so damaging to your mind. And so I had to find ways to correct a lot of those things with my skin. I'm still dealing with my teeth. Um, it took a lot to repair a lot of that, and I'll probably be repairing it for the rest of my life, you know. We'll leave that there. I've been listening to ABT stories. What's that? Is that what I think it is, about the babies? Am I right? When you own what you've been through, then this is what Logical Thoughts was saying. They can't hurt you with the past. And when I see people jump in my comment section or jump in my, for some reason, if I'm in a disagreement with somebody, they want to throw all this stuff out there. That's what's inside of them. Because happy and successful people don't try to hurl insults at somebody else to try to hurt them. That's what's in them. And when you see somebody else happy and doing, I'm content, I'll say, and doing what they need to do to make it in this world, you want to pull them back. That says more about that person than it do for them. And you can't, I mean, that says more about that person than it does about the person they're talking about. Oh, thank you, Noble. Noble, I'm really proud of you. You guys know that Noble graduated school. He leveled up, and he's doing his thing, and he's shared about his income. He shared about his success and all those things. I find that awesome. I went to school because I was living a very comfortable lifestyle. I'm not gonna hold you. I really had nothing to do in the day except take care of my family, my kids and stuff like that. But then as I started to get sober, I wanted to have a more structured life, and I wanted to work with addicts. I wanted to be somewhere in healthcare to where I can just be there and advocate for them and talk to them. So I had to go to school and get a certificate. Now I'm working towards a degree. I got a certificate because that was the fastest way to get into the work field. I have already started my psychology degree years ago, before I started struggling with substances. So now that I'm in my right mind, I get to finish my psychology degree. I should be finished with it in 2 semesters because I've already started it. It's just something I'm completing. So I'm working towards my associates and then my bachelor's right now. And if something changes, I will let you know. But the first thing was getting my certificate, and I did that. Now we got to get the degree, and that's what I'm doing. But I'm working, and I'm accomplishing the goals that I wanted to accomplish, and my family's proud of me. Noble, your family proud of you? I've been working in healthcare for 25 years. I'm burned out. Yeah, Tisa. So what I'm hearing is that the same as it was 25 years ago, and it's changed a lot, and a lot of people in healthcare are burnt out now because it is stressful. Even for what I do, it's just really stressful. It is, and I have to be so focused. I can believe you're burned out because that's just a lot. So I'm finishing my psychology degree, but part of me wants to go into nursing. The reason why I haven't really made the decision on nursing is because I could take my psychology classes at night after work. Excuse me. And I haven't found a night nursing program, but I wouldn't mind being a nurse. I don't know. We're going to just stick with psychology for now. But I can see why some people are getting burned out in healthcare. It's a lot. And when you're dealing with people, it's just a lot. But you guys, I mean, I'm pushing to retire in the next 8 years. I can't hold you. Then we can just enjoy your life. Out here, wait, to get your, I don't know if it's federal or not, but to get your Social Security, they pushed it from 65 to 67. Is that everywhere? No. I can't believe my internet is even holding up this long. You guys, like, oh my God, yeah. Do you, I mean, Senator is 67 by, okay, so then it's federal. So that's a thing, 67 to retire. Let me highlight this real quick. You plan on retiring before that. Yeah, so you can, but you don't get as much, right? How much longer before I retire? Yeah, retire early. You gotta enjoy life. You only have one life. I'm very proud of you, MU. Continue being a strong woman and don't let no sucker bring you down. I appreciate that, Sonetter. Thank you. Sonetter has always been a supporter, and you know, I really appreciate that. I appreciate that from you guys. Do y'all have any questions for me, or did I not talk about something y'all want me to talk about? I think that I mostly just want to come and just say, I kind of like just coming here talking about nothing and just saying, you know what, I'm here and I made another day, and it doesn't matter when people try to put you down or distract you. It's not even about me, because I can't say it's just me. It's a lot of people I see on here, and this internet has become this one place where people are keyboard bullies and what is the word I'm looking for? My brain is tired. Y'all, what's the word I'm looking for? Where you always compare yourself to somebody else. Oh, there's a word for it. That Social Security probably won't be around when we retire. That's the gag. That's gonna be crazy because we put a lot of money into it. Oh my goodness. Where's stop trying to get my attention. She's trying to get my attention, but she needs to go to bed. Social Security probably won't be around. And that's the sad part about it. I don't know. She needs to go to bed. We spent all this time working, and we really don't know what's it going to be like when we retire. But hopefully we'll have something, and we have something saved up. I don't know, because I just started working, but it'll be around. You said it'll be around Logical Thoughts? I hope so. I do. Look at this dog. Oh. Keyboard gangsters have been around as long as YouTube. That's true. All that money we put into the system and we won't get $1 from it. I hope we do. I do, but man, we got to save up for that day, because I don't want to be working until I'm old. I mean, right now I like working because I just started. But if I was like Tisa that did it, how long did you say? 20 years, 25 years? Oh, what's wrong with you? I would be burned out because it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work dealing with people. My puppies are asleep. How old are your puppies, Sisa? Because this girl, she 12 years now, but I haven't got the papers from the AKC yet, so I don't know. I don't know what's going on, and this lady and I are gonna have problems if I don't get her papers. She needs to go to bed. Shih Tzus are cool. 3 months old. Oh yeah, they're babies. Yeah, little ones. That's cute. You know, after the conversation today, I have not fought in a long time, but I was so upset earlier. And then after it's done, I'm like, why? Upset about what? And be more careful about the things I listen to. I just am. I can't be out here fighting with a bunch of people. I can't be out here, as Cecil was saying earlier. I don't want to be this older person arguing with a bunch of people online, a bunch of strangers, because it looks goofy. It looks silly. I don't want to do that. I want to just focus on what I need to focus on. And just, when I go to other parts of YouTube, it is nothing like this. You just go there. It's a community. They talk about something and you get something from it and you go. Y'all think I can ever get there to where it's like that for me over here? I don't know. I got to find out I just got to figure it out. I don't know. If you you could give that pup a job with the energy it's got. Oh my God. This song has so much energy. All I could give y'all is this, because I don't want, YouTube should be a place where you learn something or you're entertained. And all I can give you guys is that people do change. It's boring, it's repetitive, but some people need that. And some people just need to know that it can happen. And you guys have seen me go through the most up on this app, which I shouldn't even have allowed myself to go through, but I was sick. But when you know better, you do better. And that's what I have to tell you. There's power in not responding to negative people. Yeah, there is. I think there's a scripture that goes to that. Well, my brain's tired. I'm gonna try to do the scriptures, but I could sit up here and I'm gonna tell you guys this. When I go to a space and they're telling me, "Oh, you did this, you did that, you did this with the guy," what gives me solace and comfort is that I'm not doing it now. That's it. And I can say that and I can live with that. I think a lot of people struggle with their past. A lot of people struggle with the things that they wish that they could change. And the problem with that is that if you keep ruminating and going over what you should have, would have, could have done, that you miss those moments that you're in right now. And you don't look around to see how good your life is. All right. You don't look at the blessings and the fact that you've changed. All right. So you miss it and you miss the moment. And then the people around you are wanting you to be better, but you're not giving that to them. Instead, you're stuck in the past trying to change it. And you can't. People that's telling you that you don't deserve to be here and that's always reminding you of what you used to do, they're miserable themselves. And they don't want to see you change, because then they have to ask themselves, why did they stay in the same place? All the people that's following me around, it's like, oh, you used to do this, you used to do that. I cut them off. I either stop donating to them, stop talking to them. And for some reason, my change has made them uncomfortable. It's made them uncomfortable. Oh, thank you, Styles. She's a phantom poodle. I can't wait to give her first cut, her first haircut. But do you understand what I'm saying? The people that talk about you and put you down are usually, they don't have as much as you. They're not who they say they are, and they don't like to see you happy and doing better. Okay? If you get into a good relationship, I'm happy for you. If you succeed in life or do better or go to school like Noble or do something, I'm happy about that. I share that success because I feel like if you do it, that gives me inspiration to do it myself. That's what it does for me. Okay? I like that. I like to see people leveling up, and I love to be around people that's more successful than me or as successful as me. And even if you're not successful, just the fact that you want something more, that's what I want to be around, and not a bunch of people that's trying to tear somebody else down, or and they get off on that. Because if you want to tear that person's life down, then that means that if you get next to me, you're going to want to tear my life down. And I've had enough people trying to tear apart my family and try to I almost didn't make it out. I almost didn't make it. I almost wanted to give up. But everything that happened after my baptism, after I got saved, they should have done it then, because now I feel, because I'm not trying to get preachy on y'all, but it's just not the same. The words don't hit the same. Okay, it just doesn't. It has no substance now, and I don't care about the things that I used to care about. I would have to care for those words to mean anything to me. And by you telling me about what I used to do, all you're doing is telling me my testimony and what I overcame. And it would be a lot of people that want to hold you in front of a mirror. You put a mirror in front of them, they can't handle it. They can't handle their truth, but they're so busy wanting to tell you about yours. And when you call them out, they're like, oh, don't get in my business. As they're in your business, make it make sense. Make it make sense. Exactly. When you simply ignore them, trolls, it takes the power away. I can't wait until mines get their first cut. They get their last shots this weekend, and I can finally go to the groomers. Oh, it's going to be so cute. That's going to be cute. If you ever post a picture of them, let me know under one of my videos so I can check it out. You don't go live really anymore. I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. But I would like to see those puppies. So 3 months is about how long you had to wait for their first haircut. Fantasia, you gotta wait 3 months? Yeah, she has puppy fur. Hopefully it kinks up like my standards. But I don't know. I've never had a miniature. I guess a long time ago I did, but this is a miniature poodle, so I'm not sure what her hair is gonna come out like right now. Especially without her AKC papers. I need to see what her parents are like. You guys, so the rest of y'all doing all right. I'm gonna go to work and try my best. One of the reasons I'm trying to keep my stress level down too is because I don't want to get to the habit of this overeating and wanting comfort food when I'm not feeling good. Because that's what I'm finding out too, is that you have pics on your videos and on your channel. Oh, I'll check it out, Tisa. I'll check it out. Okay. I've been over there, but I've been looking at your clothes. I've been doing some shopping for, I've been doing some shopping, I try to put some outfits together. But I'll check it out. So I'm trying to keep everything in check so I don't go and do all this binge eating and stuff like that. Yeah. And just getting ready for my trip. That's it. So other than that, I just want to once again say I appreciate you guys' support and your encouragement. And I hope that you get that back from me. I hope that you know that I appreciate your conversations and our dialogue. And even if we don't agree with everything that we talk about, all right, it doesn't mean that I don't care about you or your feelings, all right? And I do feel that even if we have different ideas and ideologies, that we all want the same things. And that's just like a better life for our families and a better life for ourselves. And I wish that I could put what I'm feeling in better words, but I can't. So all I'm going to tell you guys is this. With everything that has happened to me through the years, with all the heartbreaks, with all the struggles, I keep going. And I hope that other people keep going too with what they have going on. My journey is my journey. That's why I'm really particular about people rewriting my story. I can't go around and control what people say, and I'm not going to try to. I could only come here and share what I've been through and what it's been like to to Emma said something really corny. Say no to drugs. I can only tell you what it's like to say, you know what, that was a bad time. Huh? Thank you. But things get better. And I'm going to leave you with this thought that you got this. Stay positive on your journey. Thank you. In my opinion, like when I thought I failed and I relapsed that last time, it was the one of the darkest days of my life, and I felt like I couldn't go on. I didn't deserve to go on, and it took people praying for me before I even believed in the stuff I believe in now, as far as like my faith, my Christian faith. I didn't have all that, but people were praying for me, and I did not think I deserved to go on. It was so devastating, and it took. I stayed that way maybe past a year. And it took a lot of you, some of you, praying for me. And I never would have thought I'd be where I am today, where I'm feeling good. I love being out in society. I love speaking to you guys. I never thought I would love working. I never thought I would have my, the relationships that I have now are so healthy. And they developed over time. And I cannot tell you how different things are. So when you feel like giving up, right at that moment, your blessing could be right there around the corner. I never, ever thought that my life would change the way that it did over in Miami. It's not about a guy. It's not about friends. It's about what happened when I met those missionaries. And they found me out there and how they just came to me. If that moment didn't happen, I do not think I would be here today. I don't think I would be here. So I don't care how many people, if you ever had an experience like that, I don't know. Maybe some of you were always Christian. Maybe some of you never. I don't know if you can relate to that part. But for me, it was life-changing. And it took something like that to get my attention. And it made everything else make sense. Before, I needed friends, and I didn't need friends ever, but I felt comfort in people. I felt comfort in relationships, and I felt like I was always getting my heart broken, and I was constantly misunderstood. Now, it doesn't matter. I wake up and I pray and I go outside and I feel fulfilled, and I just feel like my spirit is filled. And when you feel like that, it's hard to portray anything else. It's hard for me to go and waste my energy and fight with a bunch of people. But no, when I'm in recovery, and it's a beautiful thing, and it's a beautiful life. And I have to live for those that didn't make it, and for those whose family members didn't make it and they got lost in addiction. I have to keep going, and I have to help break the stigma in addiction. And I know it sounds corny, and I'm sorry that it sounds corny, but I really believe that that's why I'm still here and I survived and all those things happened. Because when I came back from a lot of places, a lot of people were coming to me, friends were leaving, and I ended up by myself. But sometimes in those moments when you lose everything, like Job, that's when you can hear the message that you're supposed to hear, because you don't have all the noise around you. And it took that for me to still be here. So if you think I'm going to break, if I'm going to fall away, no, I have to be here because I have a lot of people depending on me, and I have to stand for my kids. My kids have to know that I have to be there for them. All right, you guys, I said what I have to say. You go, Bobby Brown. Oh, yeah. You go look at Bobby Brown with Club Shay Shay. He gets about his sobriety. Oh, really? Because y'all know I've been following the Bobby Brown story. That was heartbreaking. Did y'all go see that in the movie theater? What time is it? 12 o'clock? We gotta go a little bit. He gets on the sobriety about his late daughter, Bobby Christina. So that is one of the stories, Irby, that helped me because of the pain. And thank you for bringing that up, because I'm actually going to look at that tonight. This man lost his ex-wife, his daughter, his son, and then who was that one that they sued? Was it the godson or the stepson? Or y'all know. He lost his family to addiction, and now he's married. and he has kids and he has a beautiful family, we're going to have pain. We're going to have some casualties, right? Because there's consequences to our actions. I'm sure every day he wakes up and thinks about the people that he lost. And the way that he tells his story is the way I want to tell mine. Because you just got to keep going. You just do. And it doesn't matter. Some people are not going to like you. Some people are going to try to make you feel bad. But you have to look at those that's going to encourage you. Even though I talk about my life related to your own and your personal struggles, stick to those that's going to encourage you and speak life into you. And you could be a bunch of different places, but if you're in the wrong space, they're going to make you feel less than, like you're not good enough. But if you go where you belong and people understand you, then you start to see your value, right? You start to see it. That was very tragic about Bobby Christina. That was horrible about Bobby Christina. Horrible. And we all miss Whitney. What a talent. But even the most talented people, that's why addiction, it doesn't matter how much you have, doesn't matter how beautiful you are or talented, it can affect anybody. I was listening to the story about DMX. I was looking at because y'all want to hear me spit some bars. I'm not gonna spit some bars, but I was listening to his. Did I get him wrong? Was it DMX that did that fast rap? Maybe it wasn't, but I was listening to DMX, right? And I started to think about his story. He did an interview with his son. I want to say it was on Iyanla. What's her name? Iyanla Fix My Life. Yeah, know what I'm talking about, right? And I was watching him with his son, and his son just seemed so hurt. And it's really hard for people to understand an addict if you've never been through addiction. And I believe that he did love his son, but when you're sick, you don't really know how to get out of it a lot of times, and you think it's the other person. You think that I'll speak for myself though. Like all the things that I was into, I kept saying, why are these people doing these things to me? Why are they hurting me? Why are they lying on me? Why this? And y'all would say I was the biggest victim, but I did not know because I didn't see it. Like you don't see it. You think that it's everybody else. And then it's one thing to be sober and another to be in recovery. I'm in recovery where I'm really, really, when you're in recovery, you take accountability. So I can't say why this, why that. I can say, why did I do this? Why did I make these choices? Why did I allow? I'm not saying it's right to hurt people. And some of the things that I went through was crap. But I look at myself in a part that I play because I'm an overcomer. I'm a warrior. I'm a fighter. And that way I have control over my life. You can't come into my life unless I allow you into my life. And the moment this doesn't work out, then you just know. That's it. I'm not talking about people make mistakes. I'm not saying that, but sometimes you just have to go your separate way. Iyala, is that it? Logical thoughts. You know what I'm talking about. Aaron says, remember this. What doesn't unalive you makes you stronger. That's right, Aaron. I think her name is Iyala Fix My Life. Iyala. Well, y'all know what I'm talking about. But DMX story was sad. We've lost a lot. I was listening to Amy Winehouse talk about she didn't want to go to rehab. Bobby Brown hits hard because he lost his. But sometimes, if we don't get it in one way, we'll get it in another. So we've got to take care of ourselves. And addiction hurts a lot of people. It hurts the family. And for that, I will always make amends for that because I am so sorry for that. But the best way for me to show that I'm sorry is by continuously changing my life and continuing to do what I need to do. I love you guys. Thank y'all for hanging out with me. I've been here for over an hour, and I hope that you got something from it. It definitely was not supposed to be a negative stream. Sorry if I'm talking funny, but I got my tooth is kind of bothering me a little bit. But so that's supposed to be a negative stream. I hope you didn't take it that way. I just want you to know that you are enough. Be encouraged and things get better, but you got to work at it. All right. Thank y'all for hanging out with me, and I can't even say see y'all on the YouTube streets. Maybe, but I'll see y'all later. Good night. Thank you for hanging out with me.